Okay, fingers crossed.
Yes.
So what are we doing about the extra bump out then on that thing?
What?
What are we doing about the extra little bump out thing on that?
They've got us a new deed.
Oh,
They corrected it.
perfect. Good deal. Deal. Allergies kicked in today.
What did?
Allergies. Snuffling.
Mr. Casper, how are you doing today?
Holy.
You're the first.
Does that mean I get to leave first?
As long as you get it approved, you can leave first.
Who?
Well, 6. We have just barely enough that have committed.
Sally
They all
is
show
on
up?
Zoom.
What's that, Sally zooming?
Sally is zooming.
Has she asked somebody to chair it, or is she gonna chair it from the Zoom?
Randall last night said, see if Jim would, but Jim won't be here. And so Aaron's kind of the next in line seniority wise.
Now, there's a secret to this. You don't want them done that, push right there and you don't have to worry. Oh, and then you can turn it back on when you need to talk.
That's what I want. I want it on.
Okay, we want to hear from you.
Is this gonna face north or west? I was wondering whether it would face Moody Road.
We want it to face second east. What they're looking at.
Temple View.
No, you're gonna be right across from Walmart. On the south side.
Isn't that gonna be?
Temple is further. That's
Us? I thought it was gonna be Temple Boulevard then.
No,
The second east was being renamed.
no, they already had Temple Road up by the church, Temple View. And then we've got 2 different names. Let me tell you.
Your former man on this committee that is now a city councilman said we need to name it Temple View or Temple something. And I said, no, leave it second east.
This is Teton River Temple, you can see up here. Up this one. And this is Temple View. It runs up there, so they've already named. everything.
It was here yesterday when I set up the tables.
It was left over from our last luncheon.
That's a good question.
So this piece of property to the south is Arco. And here is the road, Moody. How deep does this go back? To the railroad tracks?
Just to almost the back of Walmart.
Okay,
Straight across there. There's still a section of land
but
between.
it says divided into 4 parcels. Why would they want it divided into 4
They've
parcels?
got 3 other lots in there that they can sell to other businesses to build stuff on. So they're planning.
Winco does.
Because Winco's the one that will develop it.
Winco is going clear back as far
They'll
as
be the back one.
Winco will be the back one.
Yeah, they'll be directly across from.
They're gonna sell some frontage then
Mhm.
on the road.
Yeah, and they've got all the parking clear up to alongside Ron Latham's projects there on Moody. So that they've got parking clear up to there. And then right behind Braun's is a lot for sale. And one up next to Second East. Then there's a road that comes through and there's another one on this side.
So Winco wants to sell 3 or 4 out front.
3. There's
Business.
the 4th one. Yeah, they'll sell it to somebody else. They
McDonald's. Oh, no, they're out.
They're already close.
Yeah, they're already close enough. So is Wendy's, they don't need it. That's about the 2. How about In-N-Out?
Yeah, if they come to town, remember you're putting one in Twin Falls.
Are they?
Mhm.
We went to one this weekend and it was so stinking busy.
Oh, yeah. With my granddaughters, whenever we go to Utah, they have to
Go to
In-N-Out.
stop at In-N-Out.
get that and Raising Cane's. You ever ate at that?
Mm-hmm.
They have to have Raising Cane's. So. Those are the 2 stops that have to be done.
Those places demand so big of a population
Mhm.
and we haven't reached that point where they
I
would
think-
want.
I think we're big enough for both. You're over 40,000 now.
Do they? As a company owned or is it owner
It's
franchise?
franchised.
Okay,
Both of them are franchised. Yeah, and old Ray Kroc, the guy from McDonald's, he found out very early on, he didn't make much money off the burgers. He made it on owning the real estate and selling the franchises. That's where he got rich. He developed the business model and then was selling that model. And you can make good money at McDonald's, but the real money is in owning the land, real estate. And that's where he made a
but
fortune.
McDonald's have you pretty well handcuffed. They tell you what to do.
And they come in quite often.
They
and
do
inspect
inspect
you.
quite often and check it out and
Yeah,
You
somebody
know.
told me their inspections are white glove.
you know, my wife and I go there at least 3 or 4 mornings. And we sit there, there's a good 10, 12 of us. And they've got a sign put up, no loitering, no more than 30 minutes. And the manager come and said, no, that doesn't mean you guys. She says, there's some people who will come in and use our internet service and sit
All day long.
and do things. They said there's 2 ladies that come in that run their home business off of our,
Off their Wi-Fi. Yeah.
and we went into the store over the weekend in Boise and they had up the same sign.
Hmm.
No loitering,
Mhm.
so it must be mandated company-wide again.
Well, their object is to move people through there as fast as possible. And if you're blocking it up for not purchasing food or for a long time, there's all, we want this to hold off. We need you to move on.
Chica's son says the major money is doing the easier there than people coming into the valley.
Well, hi, Sally.
People did that.
Oh, salary.
Oh, we thought you were coming through Zoom.
No,
And that Smith guy with her?
yeah, it is. I
Oh.
think
You too. Good to see you.
I could conduct.
It would be hard.
Yeah.
That would be very
Oh,
hard.
yeah.
It's good to see you.
I've talked to your wife before.
How many people?
And she said you're an old service.
That's if they all show up. Aaron says he made changes to an appointment, so he could be here. He says, Alan, I've got to be down by 7:60.
60th classroom.
I says, we should be done by quarter to
Then
7.
she told me you would start stammering and stuttering. Don't do that.
It's gonna be really.
Huh?
Yeah.
It's pretty simple and easy, so basically,
Why?
the minutes, the
Yeah.
class.
Nobody's looking at you
Meeting
like
last night
you were
certainly
back in
got
high
off
school or
the
anything.
Oh my God.
I'm in charge of it and
That's
Doug
why
didn't
I
help me.
X out,
That
I was sitting there and I didn't.
Thing on.
You surprised me when you spoke up. I didn't know you were on Zoom. All of a sudden I go, whoa.
You can have that class reunion online and nobody.
Well,
You haven't seen
so
that?
long. I said, yeah.
He's upright. That's the good part. Good. I haven't seen you for so long.
Got your phone.
You're making this a nightly occurrence.
I heard you.
Why don't you want to come? Give me an insight.
Better of these situations than out there on the road. Bad at the station, I know.
Yeah, that can be spooky.
Good.
I got.
Yeah.
Vern, how are you?
He says, I got rid of all you guys 60 years ago.
Can I comment? No, you can't.
I'm, you told me right.
What did I tell you?
See if he's on Zoom. we
Show
can-
me.
Oh.
No, he didn't. He didn't show me.
That's my shoulder now. You want to leave your allegiance?
Good if I can remember it. Yeah.
I just do the.
Sadie is part of Tate Architecture. Her and Susan are partners.
Oh. Yeah. So for mine off. She's part of Tate Art. Oh, she may be part of Tate, may be part of Winco. So she would be allowed to speak.
Sadie and Susan.
Sadie and who?
Well,
Susan?
Isn't Sadie one of the ladies?
Sadie Smith and Susan Dillingham.
Yeah. Sadie. and Susan. But then let's make them, yes. That way they can speak if they need to.
Sally, what's your phone number, his phone number on this? His cell phone.
I didn't remember Sadie.
Susie said, he just said, I'm not.
They work very closely together. All my emails go to both of them and they both respond. I'm not sure if one project lead and one's not.
And then one of them said,
Right off. There we go. He was also working on dressing slash snack stuff.
I don't anticipate that's guy that kept me in. I just would say, watch the agendas. Let's see what we do.
Oh.
2 nights in a row.
Here I be,
Yes.
on the north side this time, huh?
Yeah. Brian, he called me, he goes, I've got a dinner, I need to step out of this one. Katie goes, we have to have you. Yeah.
He's a 10.
So he's making arrangements to run into it and then go back to what he's doing, so.
These new mics.
Yeah, it's all new. Now, you're live when that green light's on. If you don't want to be heard, just turn it off and on. They don't want us moving the mics back and forth because that would broke the other ones.
Like this?
Yes, just
So
leave the
it'll
mic
pick-
where
it'll
it is.
pick it up.
Leave it where it is and then just click it on when you need to talk.
Like the mirror thing on Zoom.
Yeah.
Or Zoom
But-
call from
Yeah.
2020.
Take a nap.
Yes, you have 5 minutes.
Power nap, that's all I need. Get me through the rest of the night.
Brian, thank you for making it. Yeah. There, there you go. Speaking of, here he comes.
Are they coming?
They're online. And I had them make them as panelists, so you'll be able to ask them questions. They'll be able to respond. He's gonna go. Hope that didn't put you in a parking lot.
What did you do?
Send him a text, I got class reunion. So just
That's my implement thing.
just a quick refresher for everybody on the microphones. Touch the button here, when the light comes on, you can speak, and they hear you. You touch it and it goes off. They don't want us messing with the microphones, because that's what breaks it. It's moving back. We'll just be able to make them last longer. Just remember to turn it on when you're ready to speak. Oh, you're Sally. Earlier. Yeah.
Or they left.
Yeah.
Okay, well, we'll go ahead and start then at 6:30. We'd like to welcome you to Planning and Zoning, May 22nd, 2025. Sounds like a lot of you were here in person last night, so good to have you back. Okay, we're glad to have you. My husband wasn't here, but he moved to the hall, so. Okay, we'll start tonight with the Pledge of Allegiance, and Vern will lead us in that.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Katie, can you go ahead and do the roll call? Sorry, not
Randall Kempton, Sally Smith,
here.
Aaron Richards,
Here.
Jim Lawrence, Bruce Casper,
Here.
McKay Francis, Vanessa Johnson,
Here.
Brian Thackeray,
Here.
Bern Muir,
Here.
Dan Hanna, Tammy Geddes.
Okay, thank you. And I guess we have the conflict of the Madison High School graduation tonight, so we're glad that those of you that are here, don't have that this year.
My senior was.
Okay, we need an approval of the planning and zoning minutes for May 8th.
I'm making a motion that we approve the planning and zoning minutes for May 8th.
I second it.
It's been moved and seconded that we approve them. Any further discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Abstain. All right, and our big agenda item tonight now is the plat, the approval of the plat for Winco at Squire subdivision number 3. And it's located at approximately 350 East Moody Road. The application is to subdivide the parcel into 4 additional lots. And are you going to present and the applicants are online, so if we have questions.
So just for your review. Okay, Bruce had me move it. This is the parcel that we're talking about right here. Walmart's located here. This is Trellis Development's property, Wendy's and Beehive. They're taking up this property right here.
That is their property.
They own the
That
property.
agreed.
Yep. Yeah, see over here, Winco Foods. So it's in their name. Now, you're gonna see something a little different. You'll see this back squared off here. There was an incorrect deed that was filed. We have an updated one, but they have not been able to update the map on GIS yet. But we do have a corrected deed for
Okay,
that,
so when
that
the
matches the plat.
The plat's got the little.
Yeah, it's got that little dodge out in it. And you'll see it right here,
Yeah.
this little portion. So, but they have sent us the corrected deed signed by the guy selling it and everything else, and it's recorded. So we have that in place. Property, Winco Foods has come in. They're doing this subdivision here. They have met with us multiple times. They have designed the infrastructure. Staff has met, gone through this. They meet the requirements of all of the plating process. We have the capacity to serve them with sewer and water and all the amenities of the city within that. And at this point, I'm just gonna, we are recommending it for approval to you to approve to city council and open it up for questions.
So Alan, I was just gonna ask, is lot 5 detention or is that buildable?
These are the buildable lots. All of this, then this is buildable, this is buildable, and this is buildable.
Oh, okay, so the detention's right next to lot 5. I wasn't sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
there's
they're
only
gonna-
4 parcels that'll be made out of this plat.
Yeah, so they'll be building obviously on the main parcel and then they'll be selling off the 3.
Yes. And they're maintaining all of the roads as private within that. That's why they're maintaining ownership within it. So
Entrance off of Second East
an entrance would
and
be
entrance off of Moody.
correct.
5.
Two off of Moody.
2 off of
5
Moody.
total driveways according to the traffic study. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. As far as
Potential. Yeah.
connections.
The one connecting down to Stationary Drive is a future planned one, but it's not built at this point. But they will have one going out onto Second East, and then there will be 2 new ones going on to Moody. They'll also have the access by Wendy's and then the access
Yeah.
by Trellis's development in there also.
Yeah, so I think it was 5 curb cuts.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
Is the access on Second East gonna be on a light or?
no light, but it'll be right in, right out only.
Okay.
So they're not gonna be able to make that left turn going out into traffic.
Right. Makes sense. Okay, so it said that the building is actually 84,000 square feet
Correct.
and is Walmart 90? Is that?
I think they're bigger than that.
They're bigger than
I'd
that.
have to look it up and see, but I think they're over 100. But
Big building.
this matches the pattern of what they do. There's also an auxiliary building that's gonna be in that southeast corner, the little part that comes out. And it's basically for them to drop trailers off and then to be able to pick them up and move to other stores or go back, get more product and bring them in. So it's just a little bit of a storage facility on there for their store.
Okay, and as we read through these conditions for, or considerations for approval, have these been met? Are we all comfortable with them
Yes,
at this point?
yes.
Yeah, I mean, review the traffic study, review the landscape plans, the plat. I mean, I think it's a great addition.
It's been a long time.
Yeah.
Cool.
I don't know if we're gonna get Costco, but they both, been talked about the same amount of time, so.
Maybe another 20,000.
Is Winco gonna occupy the other 3 plats?
They have not indicated what. There's a possibility they're just gonna be for sale
Okay.
for other businesses. They just wanted to create them because they didn't need that much.
Heads.
Like in front of Walmart.
Yeah.
There's ones in front of Walmart.
Yeah.
Right.
Right, and the Winco obviously in Idaho
Mhm.
Falls, there's restaurant.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's multiples down there that are
Yeah.
the side of it. It just enhances when they have other stores that come in near you,
I presume the main store will face north on.
faces west. It'll face to the west.
Oh, okay.
Facing to the west.
Yes.
The back door will be to what, to Walmart?
No, the back door will be to the east.
Be it.
Oh, okay.
On
Yeah.
That way.
So as you drive in, you'll see.
On the
everybody.
east end,
Okay.
on the east end.
Okay,
There's that road that goes right in to, and there's two plats on that one side, on the north side of the road, and one here on the south side, and that's where you drive in where his little hand went. And he said there's two exits on Moody Road.
There's a future exit that will potentially come in here.
Or because you've got two existing and they're gonna build two more.
Yeah, and then you will have 2 or 3 that'll come in along here,
Okay.
so they can get in and out.
Yeah. It's all touching.
Okay, any further discussion or questions? Any questions for the?
Well, okay, so the Wendy's that has that entry road, so
Mhm.
they actually built that on this property.
No, if you'll see the property line comes down beyond it a little bit. But it's going to be part of the same road system.
Yeah.
Those are all the private road systems. And according to the agreement with Squires, as the future ones came in,
Yeah.
that had to be connected to the others.
Yeah.
So it's more of a community type deal.
Right.
And so nobody can ban others from using that. And vice versa, others can come in and go out through theirs too.
That one further south, does that go over as far as Squire's house was?
This one right here.
Yes.
Yeah, because there is another lot right here that the city owned and they have sold that. We have put it in all of our agreements and these guys have done the same. There is an access road that will go through there to stationary where you turn in to go to Artco.
Yeah.
So we want to make sure they had that, so we have access into those also.
I ask what the zoning is to the east of this. lot.
East of it is all community business center. It's all commercial. Until you get to Valleywide, and they are light industrial.
Okay.
Yeah.
Make a motion.
Go ahead.
Okay, I'll make a motion that we recommend council approve the Squire subdivision division number 3 final plat, as it meets all the zoning, engineering and growth in this, part of Rexburg.
That was that we.
Did you just slip a little info?
What?
What? I don't see Valleywide out there.
You can't-
Their gas and oil facility is right next to the railroad.
Oh,
I
okay.
didn't slip anything. It
Just
exists.
sort of go, oh.
I'll second the
Okay,
motion.
that I'll go for.
Mhm.
Okay, all right. It's been moved and seconded that we recommend this to city council for approval. Any further discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay.
Thank you.
But we
Thank you
didn't-
for coming in. We
We
appreciate
didn't make a
that.
motion though, did we?
I did.
You did.
Vanessa seconded.
You were over here with that
I-
concerned look on your face and they were doing.
Valleywide,
Yeah, you.
I was.
Bruce.
Valleywide, and you guys were discussing what it was.
We're just moving on.
Bruce,
Okay,
look on your map. This is Valley White's property up there. It used to be a fertilizer plant. They tore the fertilizer plant down. Now all their bulk oil and fuel comes out of here and their propane.
So they own quite a piece there though, don't they?
It's a pretty good sized chunk. But see, you
The
still have,
fertilizer plant and
yeah,
now that little white one there to the
this one.
west, that was a little Hispanic man lived there, the trailer.
Yeah, he passed away
Yeah.
this last winter. But this is still, Squire still owns this property here.
Squire's still okay.
Yes, they maintained that one. Okay.
Okay, anything else? It looks like a heads up for June 5th. There's an annexation and a conditional use permit.
Correct. Yep, right now, that's all we seem to have on the agenda, because I don't even know if we have a plat coming forward. Any others at this point?
All right.
Okay.
Okay, Rob, we will stand adjourned then and everybody can get back to. what we were doing at graduation.
Voting.
Nice.
Yeah,
I heard it. I went through Tom Turn last night.
Good night.
You do.
Yeah.
Thank you guys for showing up briefly.
Yeah.
Or next.